I'm trying to figure out how to go live with YouTube on OBS, but some mess right now. It says I'm on live, I don't know. Just let me know. But basically what I'm gonna do is try to explain to you guys something so basic. People are saying that digital instruments doesn't sound the same like a real ones. It depends how you treat them. It depends because what happens when you create real instruments, we use a real instrument to create a VST or digital plugins. Sometimes they're using real instruments and they compress it, they use equalizer, EQ or whatever, all other effects like a reverse, delay, stuff like that, right? But for me it works the same though. The only thing is like when you're going to work with digital, sometimes what the hell was going on with this camera? When you're going to work with digital, you need to be careful because sometimes the instrument is being already compressed, is being already worked with EQ, and when you go and record your music or do your music, your production, or whatever, you're basically overworking the instruments. Let's say if you created the kick, the snares with a basic synthesizer, of course going to sound digital. If you compress it, it's not going to sound the same like every instrument. Let's say you want to make salsa or something like that, like every instrument is a fact that it's being created a lot of instrument, let's say drums with real drums, real bass, real guitars, real trumpets, or real bongos, congas. If you compress it again, it's not going to sound the same. It's of course going to sound awful. It's not going to sound like the real ones. But if you work all those instruments with just balancing the volume because it's being already compressed and worked, it will sound good. It will sound like the real instrument. If you created the kicks and the guitar, everything with tinted synth, of course it's going to sound digital. It's not going to sound the same. But if you create a VST with real guitars, real chords and everything, and it's being already compressed, EQ, and not only that, they added already the effects, so you don't need to overwork that and add more effects. It's not needed. You know what I mean? So why you're going to be overworking a program that is being already compressed? So you just leave it like that, right? So let's see. I did this beat a long time ago. See, the claps, the kick is digital, created by somebody else, created with a plugin. I don't know what type of plugin I used here. Yeah, battery from Native Instruments. The bass, Massive, Native Instruments. I use most of everything with Native Instruments. So I used here two type of bass, 808, claps. Everything sounds so digital. Let's see. Now let's save this. right? And let's open an instrument, real instrument. It's being recorded with real drums. That's digital, right? That was completely digital. That's fine. Let's open contact. Because that's the thing. If you created the instrument digital, of course it's not going to sound like a live instrument. But if you create it with live instrument, real live instruments, of course it's going to sound really good, like a real instrument. Let me open this. This is a new contact. So for example, see, sounds real. This drum Abbey Road is being created with real drums. So this instrument already being compressed, EQ, reverb, and everything. So see. So are you going to tell me now that doesn't sound real good? Of course, if you, let's say you record some drums on Pro Tools, Ableton, whatever, and you just put it there, right? You just throw it there. What's going to be happening? It's going to sound the same. You just balance the volume. But if you compress again, something that's being compressed, if you overwork it, over EQ, what's going to be happening? Of course, you're not going to sound like a live sound. But this sounds like for me. See, has reverb. Let's open another one. Let's say a piano, right? Let's find this one. Randor. It's being recorded with real instruments here. I'm not a pianist. Sounds real, right? If you ever compress this over EQ, of course it's going to sound bad. So that's the difference, guys. So I'm going to leave it like here until here. I'll show you after what else we can do. Okay? So bye, see ya. And let's go.